Hello everybody, my name is Leo and in this video we will share a demo review of the Origin Effect Halcyon Green Overdrive. First of all, we will hear the unit in action with the demo song, then we will describe the pedal in details, then we will hear more sounds in a dedicated section of this video, also comparing the Green Overdrive versus a real tube screamer, and finally I will give you my 2 cents. So I hope you enjoy and please don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell, as it would really help me to make more videos like this. Let's start! Let's describe the Origin Effect Green Overdrive pedal. The Halcyon Green Overdrive is a low-gain drive pedal which is kind of a modern take of the classic Ibanez tube screamer. The main difference with the classic tube screamer is that the Origin Effect pedal features an adapt switch, which basically allows us to activate an adaptive circuit that is used in order to adapt its voicing in response to peak attack and volume changes, making it dynamic and interactive. In fact, this pedal is based on the Ibanez tube screamer, having mid-forward voicing, low-gain drive and a touch of clean signal that makes this pedal a great choice for pushing an amp, jumping out of the mix with a thick solo tone. However, typically with the standard tube screamer, once you turn down your guitar volume or play softly, that mid-pushed drive tone can become a thin, nasal, clean tone. And in order to avoid this problem, typically this nature of classic drives take us to stack different pedals for various shades of saturation. The adaptive circuitry in the Green Overdrive is the solution that Origin Effect has designed to solve this problem, trying to maintain all the magic of a vintage TS-808, but a responsiveness that is usually only found in the best valve amplifiers. Basically, you have this adapt switch that allows the pedal mid-forward voicing to gradually fade away as the pedal cleans up, giving you classic TS-808 tone with your guitar cranked, but revealing the full spectrum of your clean tone as you roll back the volume knob. And I have to say that it really works. as we will hear in the more sound section of this video. The adapt switch can have three positions. In position 0 you have no adaptive behavior, just like the original vintage TS808. In position 2 we have the full adaptive behavior, where in position 1 we have a kind of a middle. The pedal, bass and treble roll-off will be reduced significantly as it cleans up, transitioning between a mid-forward TS808 overdrive sound and a full clean tone. In position 1 we have less adaptive than position 2. This setting still responds to dynamic and volume changes, but maintains some bass and treble roll-off, perfect for keeping the low end tight and preventing feedback with high gain tones. Furthermore, the dry control knob lets us adjust the level of the dry signal that makes up part of this classic drive tone. So we have explained the adapt switch and the dry knob. Let's now talk about the voice switch. This switch gives us the ability to select either the classic TS808 mid-amp or a brighter, more focused present peak. The 808 setting is simply the standard voicing, while the mod setting moves the mid-amp slightly further up with a more resonant character. This can help maintaining clarity with warmer pickups such as neck humbuckers. We will hear how it sounds in the more sound section of this video. Then we have the drive and level knobs, which acts as expected. I mean, adding gain or changing the volume of the pedal. So basically defining how much you are gonna push the front end of your amp. Then we have the tone knob that if you turn counterclockwise you roll off high end. Lower settings will result in a typical warm lead tone, while higher setting will give a bright cutting tone. With adapt setting 1 and 2 the effect of the tone control is reduced as the pedal cleans up, getting you back to your core clean tone. The pedal requires 18 mA at 9 volts. The dimensions are 124 by 64 by 58 and it weighs 500 grams. In fact, this pedal is pretty heavy and it is built like a tank, I have to say. The price is around 300 bucks. Let's now hear some more sounds. Here we are in the more sound section of this video. First of all, as usually, the signal chain. I have my Kiesel Zeus that is going into the Boss ES8 switching system, to which are connected all the pedals. First of all, the Dream 65, which is a simulation of a deluxe reverb, which is in channel 5, and this is how it sounds without any pedal activated. So it is just on the edge of the breakup and it breaks up a little bit, especially with the bridge pickup of my Kiesel. And then I have, as I was saying, all the pedals connected to the switching system. I have the Halcyon in channel number 1 and the real tube screamer in channel number 2. Okay, let's start first of all comparing the two pedals. I mean, I want to see if the Halcyon in the basic setting can actually simulate a tube screamer. So as you can see here, I have the two pedals with basically the same settings. The adapt switch is off, the voice is 808, so the regular tube screamer. The gain is at 3 o'clock, so a high level of gain, just to compare the character of the gain. And then the level is basically equal, as it is equal the tone knob, which is basically at noon. Let's hear first of all the regular tube screamer. And now the origin effect. They are very similar, but there are some differences actually. I think that the Halcyon has a little bit of more volume and it is a tiny bit more scooped compared to the regular Tube Screamer. I mean, the Tube Screamer is a little bit more gentle and mellow, where the Halcyon is a little bit fatter with more height and more bass. Now let's check out the Adapt in position number 2. And now the difference is a little bit more pronounced, in my opinion. And let's hear the behavior of the pedal lowering the volume. So here we have the Tube Screamer. Wow. Here you can really hear a big difference between the two pedals. The Halcyon is retaining all the frequencies of your clean tone, both the high, the mid and the lows, where the tone of the Tube Screamer is becoming weaker, I would say, with less high. Probably is gonna getting lost in a mix. I didn't expect such a big of a difference, but actually is true. The Halcyon is retaining your guitar tone much better even when you are gonna lower the volume of your guitar. Let's see how it cleans up and breaks up according to how hard or soft you push the strings. I think that you can hear now even more how the Tube Screamer is losing high frequency when you push softer the strings, where the Halcyon is maintaining all the high frequency and the nuances of your original tone. Very nice. And I think that also the Halcyon is more gainy compared to the real Tube Screamer. Yes, let's try maximizing the volume. Real Tube Screamer. Origin effect. Yes, for sure the Halcyon is gainier compared to the real Tube Screamer. And I think it also has a little bit of more volume. Let's try the mod. Now here we have even a more drastic difference between the two pedals, and the Halcyon is really pushing more the high frequencies. You can definitely hear the difference between the two tones. Obviously, this pedal is perfect for this type of situation. I mean, when you want an overdrive that really reacts to your touch, that becomes gainier or cleans up according to how soft or hard you play. Final considerations here, and please notice that these are gonna be my personal opinions for my specific use cases, and you may not agree with me, and this is totally fine. Furthermore, I bought this pedal with my own money, therefore I'm free to tell you whatever I want. First of all, in my opinion, this pedal does not sound exactly as a tube screamer, as we have heard in the more sound section of this video. I mean, I was not able to recreate the exact same tone coming out from my classic tube screamer, especially with the adapt switch in position 2. The Green Overdrive is a little bit more scooped in the mid with more bass and high frequencies, where the original tube screamer is a bit warmer. These are really nuances, and it really comes down to your preferences, as you may prefer the good old original tube screamer tone versus the Halcyon. But I found that the Halcyon sounds bigger compared to the original tube screamer, that is actually warmer and mellower, as I said, especially with the adapt switch in position 2. Where this pedal really shines is in the adapt switch functionality. Actually, it really works very well. I mean, the adapt switch allows the pedal to gradually fade away as the pedal cleans up, giving you classic overdriven tones with your guitar cranked, but revealing the full spectrum of your clean tone as you roll back the volume knob, which is something really amazing, I have to say. Furthermore, compared to the original tube screamer, it is heavier, 500 grams versus 454, and pricier at $300 versus the 200 required for the original tube screamer. So at the end, unless you really want that mellow round mid-frequency representation provided by the original tube screamer, and you are willing to spend $100 more, this origin effect is a fantastic option, especially if you are used to play changing your tone with the volume knob of your guitar, or your playing is really dynamic and you want every little nuances of your touch to be properly represented, as this pedal really shines when you roll off the volume of your guitar or when you play with a lot of dynamics, preventing your precious guitar clarity. And now it's your turn. Is this pedal worth the extra $100 over the original tube screamer? Which one of the two would you get? The origin effect or the original Ibanez tube screamer? Please let me know in the comment section below your precious and valuable opinions. We have now reached the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did it, please subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell and leave a thumb up. It would be of a great help. If you're interested in my IRs or in my camper profiles, you can check out the link in the card above or description below. where there is also a link to a playlist of songs of mine. Thank you for watching and see you soon in the next video. Bye bye!